being the witness is just a stage in the spiritual awakening process. It's not the end. It's still this subtle duality. Now, I'll explain what I mean by being the witness in case that's still unclear. But it's this stage where we realize awareness, this formless awareness, and anything that we can objectify, such as the body, the mind, thoughts, feelings, sense perceptions, anything that's coming and going, anything that's appearing and disappearing, anything that changes, then we are saying that that is not me. We get to this stage through the process of neti, which is really not this, not this. So anything that appears will disappear. Anything that comes will go. Anything that changes is bound to change. Therefore, it's not me, because I, the witness, am observing these changes. I am observing that which comes and goes. I am observing that which appears and disappears. So where the duality comes is it's still here, where now we are identified with awareness, the formless awareness that's aware of the subtle forms, the thoughts, the feelings, or more the grosser forms, the body, the world. But you see, there's still this duality. I am the formless, and I am not the forms. This is me, and that is not me. Still this subtle duality. And the experience of this will always feel like you're separate, still separate. Not separate as the body anymore, but separate as awareness. And the experience is that you're kind of back here in the background, somewhere behind the action. The experience is almost like you're sitting on the sidelines of life. And this is because the process is still incomplete. That there's still more to realize. That yes, everything that's coming and going, appearing and disappearing, changing, are appearances. But we then inquire deeper. Well, what is that made of? What is the reality of these forms that are changing and coming and going and appearing and disappearing? And when we inquire deeper, we see that all of these appearances are actually made of me. That I am the reality of all of these forms. That I, the formless, am in fact the reality of all these forms. That there's no separation between everything that's appearing, everything that's coming and going, everything that's changing. There's no separation between that and what I am. Everything that's appearing, where is it coming from? It's arising out of me. It's emerging out of me. It's an expression of me. I am the source of everything that is coming and going. It's going, but where does it disappear into? Well, it disappears back into me. It's dissolving back into me. It's returning back into me. And when you're inquiring about this, when you go deep into your meditation and inquire, you can't find any separation. You can't find some sort of border or boundary, an ending to you. Something that says, okay, this is where I end. That's not me. This is me, but that's not me. You can't find that. So we see that still this mere witness stage is just a stage. There's still more to go. It will always feel like you're lacking something. It will always feel like there's still this incompleteness. Because it's only realizing one side of the coin. You've realized the formless, but you haven't realized what the forms are made of. And when that realization's made, then there's the wholeness of the coin, not merely just one side of the coin. That all of this experience that you call life is you. You're not merely just back here watching it. You're not separate from it, watching like some bystander, watching on the sidelines. You are it. There's no separation. When it's realized that everything is made of you, that you are in everything and everything is in you. It's like the yin-yang symbol. The black is in the white is in the black. It's not just the black and it's not just the white. It's both. It's the wholeness. It's the full circle. The wholeness that contains both the formless and the form. They're inseparable. When this is realized, then this witnessing in the background merges with this. No words can describe it. The feeling would be like it's just right here in your face. It's imminent. Zero distance. That you are everywhere and nowhere. In comparison to just this witness stage, it always feels like you're back here, like you're distant, like you're hovering, just watching. Whereas then when that collapses, you're one with everything. You are everything. That the experience and the awareness have merged. Now, they haven't merged. They've always been one. It's just this realization that creates that effect that you've gone from back here to. And this is almost like a halfway mark, this camping out, as I say, as the witness. It's just this stage or a transition period. It's not the full realization. because you'll always feel incomplete. You'll always feel lack unless you realize that you are everything. When that realization's made, you see that there's no wall or boundary or border where you can say, well, this is me, but that's not me. And that's what was going on in the witness stage. I'm the observer, but I am not what is observed. When the realization's made, then you realize that the observer and the observed are one. They're not two. Non-duality. So it's a very subtle separation that we create with the witness stage. It's more subtle than prior. I'm just this body. I am something. But we move from I am something to then I am no thing. But that's just a stage, because then on the other side of that, we realize that I am also everything. So I'm both no thing and everything. And the mind can't understand this. It's really indescribable. It's ineffable. We can't describe the experience. Because even in the witness stage, there's this experiencer as the observer, the experiencer that's experiencing something that appears to be different than it, than you. But when that collapses, then the experiencer and the experience have collapsed, have merged. And you realize it's always been like this. So if you're at that stage in the awakening process, or that stage in your realization, then continue exploring. Go deeper in your inquiry, deeper in your meditation, and see that this separation that you are creating is, again, another belief, just some subtle limitation that's completely imagined. See that there is no separation where you're creating one again. Hopefully this helps. I'll see you in the next one.